Emperor Yongzheng of the Qing Dynasty. He was the 5th emperor of the Qing Dynasty and the 5th son of Emperor Kangxi, and he reigned for a total of 13 years, that is, from 1722 to 1735. Although his reign was short-lived, it profoundly affected the political pattern of the Qing Dynasty, not only consolidating the imperial power with an iron fist, but also reforming and ratifying the rule of officials with determination, and was known as the key successor of the prosperous Qing era. However, his concentrated attention to the fluent and his harsh and ruthless style of governance has brought him a sinister reputation in history. After Emperor Yongzheng's ascension to the throne, he was well aware of the shortcomings of Kangxi's lax governance and emperorship in his later years, and immediately implemented a series of reforms after taking the throne, the cause of which was to strengthen imperial power, ratifying finance, and cut down on corruption. In 1729, in the 7 years of Yongzheng, in response to the war in the northwest of Jilin, he set up a military aircraft department to replace the curtain of minister of the parliamentary king, so that the decision-making power was completely concentrated in the hands of the emperor. The minister of military aircraft only had advisor and not really power, making the peak of the absolute monarchy of the Qing Dynasty. During the Kangxi period, policies were introduced to reduce the tax burden of the population, but local tycoons still used various means to invest tax. Yongzheng implemented the apportionment into the mill, incorporated the disable into the field endowment, and tax according to the land, reducing the burden of the poor and increasing the revenue of the national treasury. This move was resisted by the landlord, but the results were remarkable, and in the early years of Qianlong, the state treasury of silver increased to more than 6,000 taels. Local officials have long labeled additional tax in the mass of Huohao to enrich their one's pocket. Yongzheng standardizing the Huohao, put it into the state treasury, and issued clean silver as an official subsidy. This system crushed corruption. In Yunnan, Guizhou, Guangxi, and other ethnic minority areas, an hereditary system of Tusi was abolished, and the management of Liuguang was changed to weaken local forces and promote the integration of the border areas and the interiors. Yongzheng was one of the most diligent emperors of the Qing Dynasty, and he rebuilt and folded until late at night, and he would personally try cases. However, his reign was also tinged with repression. In 1735, Yongzheng died suddenly, and after his son Qianlong succeeded to the throne, he addressed some political but basically continued Yongzheng's policies framework.